Sinatra.
Alright. Yeah, homie, I'm coming, and I'm gonna give up my mentality is making rappers feel like they can never even live up.
Hey everybody, what is up? Long Fire Day. Bringing you a new video on Destiny 2. Now, I've trashed Destiny in the past, not on this channel, but just personally talking to friends. I trashed Destiny 1 on their shady tactics, especially when it came to DLC, because, it was a little shady at times with the DLC and how they did things. Let me drop the music video on. There you go. And I didn't really agree with how I did it, but I got my hands on Destiny 2 in the PC beta, and I usually only play the multiplayer, the arena or whatever it's called, and it gives me hints of Halo, but it kind of just doesn't reach it, right? Halo is a masterpiece when it comes to Bungie, and sadly I don't think they'll ever reach that peak of multiplayer gameplay ever again. This is almost there. You can sort of feel it, right? Like that Halo 3 almost reach kind of feel, that vibe. Especially with these like burst rifles I'm using here, which I'll get into the balancing when it comes to guns. But for now, I'm going to talk about just the game itself and the beta. Now, with the beta, it's a little bare bones. It's lacking in a lot of areas. And I agree that, they don't want to show things, but I think they should really kind of give us a little more than this. Because this is kind of... I got bored rather quickly of the PvE, which is apparently the main selling point of Destiny, right? Is the PvE, I'm pretty sure. And it's pretty lackluster. I understand why they gave us one campaign mission, because obviously, right, they don't want to just give you like 10 campaign missions in a beta. But when it came to the strikes, I was hoping for maybe 1 to 2 more strikes, so I get an idea of what I'm really doing here. The loot was also very lackluster from the strike. I was kind of bummed out. I really hope in the full game the loot drops are much more common and a little bit better. Remember, more plentiful, because I played a lot of Borderlands, so I'm used to big loot drops. I never played Destiny 1, so maybe I'm just wrong here, but I'd love a lot more loot drops, or better loot drops, or more consistent loot drops, because me and my friends did the strike. It's so quick, by the way. My friend said it was like 30 minutes. I think it took us like 15, 20 minutes to finish up. The guy just died. Like, he's not much of a challenge. He just kind of walks around, you shoot him in his fucking head and in his stomach, and it's over. My friend used his like golden gun ability or whatever, rocket launcher, and just fucking melted him. And it's, I don't know. I heard the raids, I think they're called, are a lot longer, like 4 hours if you don't know what you're doing. Which, that seems like a lot too, like I'm playing World of Warcraft or something. But overall, the beta, the multiplayer. I'm going to focus mostly on multiplayer here. PvE, it's whatever. If you're playing beta for the PvE, you're dumb. But this beta is not built around the PvE. It's definitely built around the PvP arena mode. And they're bringing a competitive mode too, which is almost like Counter-Strike. I think you have 4 players, and there's 2 bomb sites, and you gotta go plant a bomb on one. Basic ass competitive gameplay. It's easy as fuck. Not the game, but the development around this. It's just simple, competitive. And it works. I don't know. I get hints of advanced warfare every now and then in this game. When it comes to jetpacks, people jumping around. I don't really notice people jumping around that much. People actually stay on the ground like I just did right there. But I do jump up every now and then to kind of get like, that movement, that, versatility that other person doesn't have. I get above them, they have to change their aim while I'm still locked on them, so, you win more gunfights. Now, getting on the gunfights. The gunfights in this game can feel a little stupid at times, and hopefully they flesh it out a little bit more, make more guns more viable. Right now, as I've played, I want to say like 15-20 matches. I just got the beta today. Got a little late. But I played 15-20 matches of this game, I'll say, and I've only used really a burst rifle. It's the only gun I found that's good. Maybe I'm just stuck with the assault rifle or the DMRs or whatever, or scout rifle I think they're called. But so far I've only seen the revolvers and the burst rifles really excel in this game. And of course your special weapons or whatever, the ones you grab off the wall. But when it comes to actual guns, you use most of the game. And these burst rifles for me just melt people. Aiming in this game is very easy. I feel like it has aim assist for consoles. I could be wrong, but I feel like it does, because I feel like I'm tracing their head a little bit. Shoot my teammate there. And it feels a little too easy. This game is obviously built for consoles, you can tell with this port, especially with the revolvers. Revolvers are very, very strong on PC, because obviously on console, they don't have the accuracy of a mouse. They have to use an analog stick, so obviously the revolvers are going to be a little bit harder to use. But on PC, easy as fuck. People are running around dirty hair your ass, fucking spam this revolver in your face, and you get melted insanely quick. Especially if you pick the hunter, I think I'm playing. Their special legendary, whatever it's called, mythical gun, they get, because every class gets one of those like cool guns. It's a revolver, and that revolver does 5 extra damage above every other gun in the game. I don't think any gun excels 200 unless it's your legendary. And that thing fucking destroys. Okay, I use that thing in matches when I first started playing. You aim at the head and you spam. You'll melt their shield in like 2 hits. It's ridiculous. But I've noticed that the matches go by very quick. Loot drops in beta are very okay. I've only gotten a few guns, some duplicates, but especially in armor. The armor right now in the beta, I think only the chest plates will change up stats. It doesn't change your overall stats, just like mobility or how many bullets you can take or whatever. Or resilience, I think it's called. The Titan spawns with more resilience than other people. Everybody has like their own like thing that comes with health. It's very sort of complicated, not that complicated. They really dumbed it down since Destiny 1, I've heard. They changed a lot of things, especially with the element weapons now only being on your secondary. You can no longer get elements on your primary gun, which is a weird concept because now my secondary is my primary is my secondary. I don't know what they were thinking there. That's a really weird design choice. I guess they just wanted to simplify the game a little bit, which I can understand when you're getting to a bigger audience now. This game is really blowing up. But what else can I say about the game? I guess we can get into. I covered balancing and how, I don't know, I feel like guns could be a bit more balanced in the way they're used. This game needs to be more built around PC when it comes to this, because it's obviously not. At the time I was playing it, it's mostly built for consoles and how the gunplay plays out. The gunfights can be wonky, like I said, mostly because I feel like it's like Battlefield 4 at launch. Like I'll kill some guy, but he'll also kill me, even though we shite. Like I don't know, it's weird, and I feel like it could really use work. Another thing I could use work is some of the special abilities are kind of really OP in this game. One of them is one I use here, the Gunslinger. You carry revolver at one shots, and I think the clip already rolled, but I just spammed some guys on a flag. I just killed them all because it's like explosive. I don't know. But if you're looking for a Halo that isn't Halo, basically, you know, good old Bungie, I would say stay away from this. It's not really what you're looking for in a Halo game. It's almost brand new in a sense. It's really weird seeing Bungie kind of fuck up multiplayer PvP when they've done it so many times in Halo. It almost makes me feel like they've gotten a whole new crew on the Bungie team or something. I don't know, maybe it's possible. I haven't really checked that. But overall, I would say this beta is okay. It didn't really get me hyped for the game like I thought it would. Mostly kind of just made me bored of the PvP. You only get one map for this mode and one map, I think, for the ranked. I played ranked twice. I got the same map, so yeah, not a big variety when it comes to maps. And I feel like maybe the maps could change up gunplay, because this close quarters map really excels in pistols and SMGs. You might see a few people using SMGs and just melting your ass immediately as a revolver is raped me. Because it just shoots so fast. It's basically the assault rifle, but just better in every way possible. Because guns have like no recoil in this game, so you might as well just use the SMG because it has a lower magazine capacity, but just spams bullets and reloads quick, so it doesn't really matter. Overall, though, I'd say the best class in the game would have to be the one I'm playing now with the Gunslinger, because it's so versatile. The grenade is super good. If you stick somebody, or even if you miss, it still hits them. Her ability is, I don't know if it's a girl, is insanely good. The revolver is stupid. The lightning staff, like the Jedi thing, is not that great in multiplayer. Maybe even PvE it's pretty good, but I'd suggest just using a revolver. You're forced to do the first campaign mission when you start the beta. And, oh, by the way, if you want to get into the beta, a lot of people actually didn't know this, but you have to get Battle.net. It's on Battle.net. It's the only game that isn't by Blizzard on Battle.net currently, so that's pretty cool. Let's see Blizzard taking a step in that direction and kind of allowing more developers to put their games on their platform. That's a smart move. For revenue and for just getting the word out. But yeah, I if you're a fan of Destiny 1, you're obviously gonna pick this game up. I mean, that's just a given. People who like Destiny 1 will like this game, even though it is kind of simplified and kind of made for a bigger audience instead of, honing in on those good old boys at Destiny 1. They kind of want to broaden the horizons, and the fact that they brought it to PC, I think, was a very smart move. We've been lacking in these type of games, these first-person sort of, looting and ranking up type of games. I don't know what to classify these as, but we've been lacking in this type of field. Borderlands was the last one we ever did, I think, or that I've played at least. I don't know anything else that's come out recently that's kind of matched this. But Bungie is a good developer. They know what they're doing. Unless it's a new team, then obviously, we're going to be kind of fucked here. But the game plays good. It's what you want, right? It's what you expect, I guess. It's a basic ass fucking shooting. Almost, I don't want to say Call of Duty, right? It's kind of a bad comparison, but I will say Call of Duty. It's just, the PvP to me is very basic. There's not a whole lot of variety in PvP. You'd say the abilities can bring variety, but I don't really agree with that. Everybody gets a grenade on melee and some sort of thing. I don't know. It doesn't. I guess the special abilities could be, variety, but it takes so long to get them. I usually only get one per match, and like that just dies out immediately. You're better off just using your normal guns. Special guns, rocket launchers and grenade launchers are insanely good. I used a rocket launcher that locks on the people. It destroys, electrical kills all the time on flags because people just branch out and just blow them all up. The shotguns are very good, although I don't have one yet, but you do get one on the Spartan Captain America looking dude. And of course, everybody gets a grenade, so that's automatically a slot taken. The abilities, they're kind of the same. You get an evade on this person here, but it doesn't really do a whole lot for you. It's almost super useless, actually. I think about it. You're better off just not using it at all. I just use it to mess around. Usually, I don't use it in gunfights because it's useless here. Now I'll show you the power of the rocket launcher shooting through a shield. It's insanely good. Yeah, but this game could definitely use balancing, a lot of it, when it comes to their PvP side. PvE, it's pretty damn easy. Even when I go down, my friends just pick me up really quick, and it's all good. There's not a whole lot of retaliation for dropping, so maybe work on that. I never really played, like I said, Destiny 1, so I can't really, gauge. I can't compare them, but I can say that this game is a solid shooter on the PC, without a doubt. PC port is actually fantastic. I'm running this thing in all ultra and always 60 FPS. Nothing wrong with that at all. Good job at Bungie and possibly Blizzard for optimizing this game perfectly on PC. It's fantastic. Great, good on them. I'm glad this PC port wasn't a fucking mess like some games. I'm glad they actually went, full through on this PC port and made it the best they possibly could. I think the only thing we need to change now is the balancing on weapons, because the weapons are obviously built for consoles, not for PC. So if they could somehow find a way to maybe balance them out, make them more viable, although some are viable than the other, that could really help this game a lot in PvP. And I'm sure once the game gets fully released that it'll be a lot more enjoyable, because obviously I kind of burned myself out on this beta playing a lot of PvP, some PvE, and I played obviously the campaign missions you're forced to. So overall, I give this beta a solid 7. It's okay, it's not terrible, but it's free, so why not go check it out. If you guys enjoyed, if you did,